Dad died. We cremated him and we had an urn, and it basically sat on my mom's like bookcase shelf for 2 years until she passed away. And then she said, before she died, she said, I want you to put my ashes inside the urn with Dad. And I'm like, okay. And then bury it or whatever, or keep it. And I'm like, I'll bury it. So 2 years later, Mom dies. I get the ashes and put them together. And you think when you get ashes, it's going to be this big deal. It's literally a plastic box. It's literally a plastic Tupperware box that you get a person's ashes in. So we put them in this nice gold box, and it's got their names engraved on it, stuff, and trying to figure out what to do with these ashes. And burial sites and mausoleums and stuff are fairly expensive, and I'm not much about like going back to a grave and, saying words or reminiscing or things like that. But you want to be able to have somewhere to go, which is nice. So my mother-in-law at the time did some research, and she found a graveyard in a small town in Oklahoma, and we were able to get a burial spot for fairly inexpensive, and they were okay with just burying the urn. So give the urn to these people, pay them. A couple months down the road, try to find out, okay, so where are they buried? They went out of business, and I, to this day, have no idea where my parents' ashes are. I've gone down there a handful of times over the years. Dad died 18 years ago, and Mom died 16 years ago. And I've been to the graveyard a couple of times and tried to go off of where they said they were supposed to be, and there was supposed to be like a nameplate on the ground. No idea where my parents' ashes are. So that was always a weird kind of closure. There's no real closure there. Not that I need to have a place to go, but it'd just be nice to know where their final resting place is. So that was a kind of a strange one.